Elijah wonders how David knew that guy was carrying a weapon, so David explains he sort of got an image in his head showing him. In fact, he has a natural instinct to tell when someone has done something wrong. Elijah calls it his superpower, but David doesn't like where the conversation is going and asks him to leave. Before doing so, Elijah asks if someone else had been in the car accident, and David confirms Audrey had been there too. Afterward, Elijah goes to his car and sees the supposedly armed man passing by. He starts to follow him and even asks him to wait, but the man ignores him. Elijah tries to go as fast as he can considering his condition, but he's still too slow. When the man goes down the subway station, Elijah pushes his body too far and falls, breaking multiple bones. As his cane breaks and he deals with the unbearable pain, he sees the man's shirt move and reveal the gun hiding underneath like David predicted. After the match is over, David goes home and sees Joseph playing football. He scolds him for it, reminding him that Audrey hates the sport because of the injuries that causes. Then David decides to do a little experiment and starts lifting weights. At first it's just 250, the most he's ever lifted. Joseph keeps adding more and more with each try until they're using every weight they own. Wanting to learn more, they also add some cans of paint and David ends up lifting 350 while barely breaking a sweat. At the hospital, Elijah is told he has multiple fractures, but the worst are the 14 ones in his leg, for which he'll need physical therapy. Later he ends up attending physiotherapy with Audrey and uses the chance to ask about her marriage while pretending to simply wanting to know his doctor better. He learns that David's car accident making him quit football is what got them together since she can't stand the sport and the harm it causes. While asking more questions, Elijah accidentally says David's name and Audrey gets suspicious. Elijah shares his theory but Audrey doesn't know what to think. During another match, David decides to stand in the middle of a crowd and anytime someone bumps into him, he gets a vision. At first it's just the voices of a yelling kid, but then he sees a man suspiciously picking something from the trash. Suspicious, David makes the guy step out of the line to search him, yet he finds nothing in his pockets. David decides he was fooled to believe he had a power. At that moment David gets called to the school because